All right, we're all loaded up, ready to go. We're gonna drive down and meet Johnny, and then we'll get our ride to the put in, and it'll be start to the trip. How you feeling?
You.
We got a little bit more gear than we expected, but we've got room in the boat, so it's all gonna fit, and we're gonna float down the river, and it'll be a good time. We got 3 bags. We got a portage pack, blue barrel with food. We have a guide pack with miscellaneous extra bits and pieces. We got a couple Pelican cases with us that'll float in the boat. It's been a beautiful morning up here in Watauga County. Oops, sorry, Ashe County, North Carolina. Yeah, we're all ready. Let's go. All right, we're all loaded up in the pickup, ready to go. Woo!
Oh boy.
Happy days. Happy days. All right, Indiana, squeeze in. All right, Buckaroo.
We're doing it. We're here. This janky little creek.
Dang.
Yep, boat weighs a lot. And we're off. Well, almost. We gotta get in the boat.
We're just gonna walk them away, I think.
Bye, Johnny.
Bye.
Day 1 of 15, South Fork of the New River.
Hey guys. Good, how are you?
We've made it about 20 feet and we're walking it. The river's pretty low right now, so we can probably hop in. What do you think? We started right here, Boone 421. We're coming along the South Fork. And we're going up here tonight to Todd Island Park. So we'll be spending the night. So this is the South Fork here. It's really mostly just a little stream at this point. Where we put in was really narrow, really shallow. We're still bumping into a lot of rocks. It's gonna be cool to see this river grow throughout the 300 plus miles we're gonna be on it. Yeah, we're in Boone right now, kind of still in city limits, working our way out of town and into the county. Stoked to be out here. Oh, there's a bed of moss here. It's like walking on a cloud. It's stuck.
Okay guys, this is my first appearance as a narrator. And it's to teach y'all something, which is that if you stack rocks, then that sucks. Because something like this, right here, it ruins the habitat for amphibians, which are really delicate creatures. So we want to take them down. Anyway, microhabitats, read about them. doing? You chilling?
And we're stuck. So this first portion has turned into a lot of walking. Bye, AK.
Deep water, check it out. Yeah. You want to go left?
Yeah. All right, it's day 2. We had trouble yesterday really getting moving because of the low water. We were doing a lot of scraping. So we got in about 10 o'clock, a lot later than we wanted to. And because of that slower time, we're getting off moving pretty early today, 4 o'clock. And we're about to put on the water and get moving. We got about 45 miles to make it today. So it's gonna be another long day. We'll see how it goes. So it's currently 5:53 and it just started raining on us, which normally rain kind of isn't the best to paddle in, not super fun, but right now we really need it. So we got our rain jackets on, ready to take on some wet weather and hope it raises the river a little bit, because that'll help us out a ton. Now it is 5:56 and it has stopped raining. Hoping for more. They're being real sneaky to get under this bridge here. Talking to the GoPro. Woo. Double black that's in front of us. Woo! What? So yesterday we were paddling a little tiny creek, and slowly the river is getting wider and wider.
And deeper.
And deeper, yeah. That's key to what we're doing. Still scraping a little bit. We just had our longest stretch ever without a scrape, like a solid 10-15 minutes maybe.
Scrape as it without having to get out of the boat. 10-15 minutes. We've scraped a couple of times. Well, we're in this valley thing. It's like, it's pretty.
The new river is not a wild river. It runs through a lot of communities and towns and houses and all sorts of stuff. So we knew we'd see people, but we were not expecting to see construction equipment building a bridge.
Let's go far right so we don't run into them.
Building a bridge.
This is where we should have stopped for lunch. See those lovely picnic tables and the steps? Instead, we stopped something that looks approximately like this, about 100 feet upstream. And then we got back on the river and we were like, huh, that would have been the spot. Anyway, I think that's funny.
Scraping bottoms. Wait, the stump? Yeah, right side, yeah. In my direction is mixed up. All right, let's do it. And yep.
Oh, no! Hold on. Like you're too heavy.
Right over, here we go. No, we're gonna get stuck, I bet. Woo! All right, we made it to Elk Shoals. It is 4:21 and we got 15 miles to go before our campsite tonight. Still got a little bit of paddling. We got a bet going. I said we'll get there by 10.
I think we'll get there by midnight.
Seems like it gets deeper and then gets wider again. And then gets shallower and then gets deeper and then wider, and then there's a pattern going on.
The baby. Look at him. Oh. Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
So one of the things we've noticed is really just how much the river has been changing. So we've gone from the little tiny streams and then big, wide, rocky, shoaly streams with lots of ledges. And then we go to stuff like this where it's just almost flat water. It does have current to it, but it's very still. There's not a lot of riffles to it. The river is changing a lot. There's definitely some more river that we like more than others. Like we really enjoy this. We're kind of just cruising along right now. But it's really cool to see the river change, and you never know kind of what it's going to change around each bend. So Alright, so it's about 8 o'clock. Sun has set. It is dark now, and we are running the river, and it's a bit of a challenge. We still got about 8 miles to go to get to our camp for the night. Hard day is almost done. Just a couple more hours of paddling. Pitter patter. But on a rock! Hold up, I can get us forward. You ready?
This is the rock.
Oh, we're on 2 then. I can get us forward though. You ready? Can you drop in? Ah!
We're way up on
it. All right, dropping in. Woo! We just saw a beaver. He swam under our canoe. Or more floated.
He did his beaver thing.
Dope. Day 3. We're near River State Park, just north of Jefferson. This is our first morning waking up in the sunlight. We did 45 miles yesterday. We've got 22 to go today, so it'll be a little bit of a shorter day, but still a big day. We're gonna need to average 25 miles a day to get the trip done on time. So we're gonna be pushing it, but today will be 22 miles. We're hoping to get into camp around 6 or 7. Enough time to sit around a little bit. The river is getting deeper and wider as we go. It's really nice where we're at the moment. And yeah. Getting loaded up. All right, you want... That's not where we want to go. It looks like we're going there. Another North Carolina rainy day. How you doing, AK?
Little boy Scout's all dressed in blue. Trying to get to heaven at the end of it.
Left. There we go. Woo! This is our lunch spot for the day. We got about 7 miles left to go. Hoping to get in camp around dinner time. Make some poo-barbeque for dinner. Call it a night. We still got a little bit of paddling though. Alright, and we're gonna have to cut left right away. To the left. We just made the confluence of the South Fork and the North Fork River. That's the North Fork over there. The North Fork flows from Snake Mountain, North Carolina, to join the North Fork here to create the new river. And then it's some 250 miles further north where it finishes up in West Virginia. So it means somewhere close to 250 miles for us left, looking down the North Fork. We're feeling good. Rain's still coming down, but we're feeling warm, happy, excited to get to camp before dark this time. Woo. It'll be a first. Yay! AK, how you feeling?
Very good.
Yeah?
How you feeling?
A little tired. A little beat, sore. We made it to Allegheny Access, New River State Park in North Carolina. This is on the New River. We're off the South Fork now. It looks like we're the only one here, and we're surprised to get here by 6:07 is our official time. And yeah, camp looks pretty nice, huh?
Sick.
There's even a telephone.
I don't know the meaning of the word.
So we got camp set up, but it's still raining. It's been a wet one. Pretty much everything is wet at this point. But we're doing great. About to cook up some dinner, and then we'll probably call it a night. This is day 4 on the river. We're all packed, loaded to go. We're leaving New River State Park today, heading up into Virginia. Got about 19 miles to go today. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. We're technically in a flash flood warning, but there's no rain at the moment, so we're feeling pretty good about it. The river is up about a couple inches from where it was yesterday. This step here was out of the water, but now it's in the water, so that's a good sign for us. Hopefully less scraping. Let's get it. This is one of the more dangerous things we have to deal with on this trip. This is called a low-head dam. As you can see, the dam just kind of disappears. You don't see it from upstream where we are right now. The river just kind of disappears under the horizon line. And if you're not paying attention and you don't know where the dams are, it can be really easy to go right over one. So we're approaching it slowly. We know there's a portage on the right. We don't know what it's looked like. I'm slowly floating closer, although still a ways away from the current. And AK is up, scouting ahead, looking for that portage, making sure we don't get too close.
We finished our first portage. Where's Blake? Somewhere. There's Blake. This is the portage, the dam. And here's our canoe. Yay! And it wasn't that bad.
This is why we brought our own drinking water for the river. That's a porta potty. Flood stage tree took it out. What do you got to say about that?
Ah!
So it's raining here. We made it to Molly Osborne Rapids. This is our first rated rapids, although we run a couple unnamed class 2s. We're up on a shore to scout and eat some lunch.
We got it, we got it, we got it. All right, and then back to the right. Yoo-hoo! All right, this is Penitentiary Class 2 in Virginia. Cool. Yep. Flag of the day to Independence, Virginia, and we're getting hit with a storm of some kind. It's coming in, blowing wind, blowing us downstream. That's a good thing. But yeah, it's gonna be a wet one. So we made it to the Canoe the New campground in Independence, Virginia, and it's been raining on and off for most of the day. Kind of where we've been and where we're going. So we started down here in Boone, North Carolina, and currently we did the entire South Fork, and now we're up here in Independence, Virginia. We're about a quarter of the way through the trip, a little over a quarter of the way, and almost off of our first map before we flip the sides. It's a beautiful morning here, about 7:23 here in Independence, Virginia. We're getting loaded up. We got a 30-mile day ahead of us. It's gonna be a good one.
Amen.
No rain.
So far.
We're about 10 miles into the day. It's been a little cloudy, but the sun is shining now. We're passing under a big bridge. This is 221. Lunch, summer sausage and cheese. We're at Joyce Rapids in Virginia, class 2. Pretty simple. Easy enough.
So we left Blake's knife at our lunch spot, which is up there, those distant wedge rocks. There's Blake at the door, walking up to get it. In the meantime, I'm gonna tell you guys a joke. I don't know who you guys is, because I don't know who's really gonna watch this, but I have no jokes. Why couldn't the flower ride his bike? Because he lost all his pedals.
So we've been tracking the river from a little tiny stream till it gets a little bit bigger, and now we're kind of here. This is the biggest it's been so far. You can see the other shore way over there. It's pretty big right now. Not sure how long it'll stay like this. We're over halfway through our day, about to Fry's, Virginia, where we'll meet up with the New River Trail and keep following it north. We're about to portage around Fry's Dam here maybe in the next couple hours. Yeah. So public portage ahead, big danger sign, and a horizon line indicating bad things. So we're gonna take the hint and portage it right up there at that danger sign.
Got it?
Yep.
I got it.
You got it.
I got it. Phew.
There's the Fry's Dam. Here we are making the portage along the road. Just finished about a 75 rod portage around the Fry's Mill Dam. That was a long and hot one. It started off pretty cold today, but it's gotten significantly warmer here in the past hour. We're gonna paddle through Fry's and then start looking for a campsite. This thing is so heavy. All right, here we go. Remember, we got those ledges on the right. All right, so it looks like we're gonna zigzag a little bit.
Right.
So we need to get a little bit further river right so we can cut back. Oh man, full circle. Oh. Yep. Woo! We're good. Okay, so we just ran Double Shoals Rapid, and AK says we were expecting a little class 2 to be short based on the map. It turned into a mile of rapids. They were a lot of fun to run. We ran most of them blind to varying degrees of success, but we made it through safely, and now we're heading on. We got about 2 miles till our camp. So yeah, we're gonna keep paddling on. Day 6. We're starting off on the edge of the New River Trail in Virginia. Today we are paddling to Foster Falls, Virginia, and hoping to get a campsite there. It's a shorter day, 15 miles, 2 dams, 1 rapid, or a couple rapids actually. That'll be a good day. Canoe trip without a mucky portage. Portaging!
Right
Woo!
now, I have Adele stuck in my head, which honestly is pretty good. Motivating music. Good old Adele. Thanks, Adele.
All right, Buck Rapids. Here we go. Ran that a little sideways. Yeah. Here we go, passing under I-77. This is the biggest bridge yet. It's pretty big. It's his shot tower. It's called that because you'd make one shot at a time by dropping molten lead from the top all the way to the bottom. Well, it's about 5 o'clock on day 7. Yep, day 6. Can't get the day straight. So, it's that point in the trip. But yep, day 6, about 5 o'clock. No campsites at Foster Falls, so we kept on moving. We're looking for a gravel bar for tonight. It'll end up being around 25 miles today, paddling into the sunset. And then tomorrow we're gonna get into camp early, halfway through the trip, and take some well-deserved R&R after quite a few hard days on the first leg of the trip. There we go. So we're looking for a camping spot, and we decided to take a little side channel, and it's really nice. Really nice and tight and pretty and jungly. What's for dinner?
Spicy.
Spicy.
My favorite meal.
All right, day 7. And we're off. Camped on a little island last night. Little sandbank. Today we got about 15 miles to go to get to Claytor Lake, where we've got a campground. Hoping to get in around 1. Take some R&R and dry stuff out and get ready for the last leg of the trip. So we're off. So we're out here on Claytor Lake. Claytor Lake is the biggest of the lakes that we'll paddle during this trip. So we're kind of on our biggest water. Still not too big, but it's pretty slow going. We've got about 8 miles left on this lake before we hit our campsite. Late at night on the 7th night, and we just found out that tomorrow the dam we're supposed to portage around isn't exactly able to be portaged around. So we've been spending the evening trying to figure that out, and we haven't really figured it out. So tomorrow we're gonna go up to the dam, and we're gonna hope they'll let us by. Day 8 in Claytor Lake Campground State Park. We're gonna paddle up to the dam today and see what we can figure out. We're hoping to make it to New River Junction tonight. That'll be our last civilized campground. If we don't make it there, we'll probably be on an island, and this will be our last civilized campground.
Wait, I do want to talk about it. Okay, so there I was at the campsite, and we were trying to figure out how to do a 1-trip portage. So I had the big old blue barrel and another bag on me, and I felt my chest being stretched into infinity. So I said, this ain't gonna work. So we walked over to the campsite next to us with these people who seemed really nice. They had waved at me yesterday, and they had a truck. And I was like, hey, sorry to bother you. And sorry, what did I say? What did I tell them? Who knows? I said, hey, sorry to bother you. We're doing this canoe trip, and I was wondering if you could give us a ride so we don't have to do a 2-mile portage around this dam. It's just like 15 minutes down the road. The guy was like, yeah, no problem. And then he was like, I think we saw you yesterday. And it turns out we had seen them at Foster Falls. They like came up with their dogs and were waiting for a campsite there. And it was the same people. We spent like 10 minutes talking to them yesterday. And then we were camping next to them last night. Oh, I mean 2 days ago we saw them. And then the guy who was super nice, his name was Bane, he drove us to this bridge here and that put in there. And now we're off. And we didn't have to do a 2-mile portage because I would have cried. So yes, good start to the day.
All right, just made a successful grocery run here in Radford to the local Kroger. Now we're back on down the river. All right, we're entering the Radford Army Ammunitions Plant. They got one rapid right ahead called Arsenal, appropriately named, and we'll be along here for a little while. And then a little to the right after this,
And then right again.
yeah.
And then right again. All right.
Yeah.
We get some speed through this one.
That was Arsenal, class 2, out of 5. Here we are in Virginia on the river. This is kind of
River.
on the new river. Brains fried. This is kind of our first real mountain view we've gotten in a while. Kind of been down in the valley for most of the time. So super stoked to get a nice view. River is cutting right through there, right through those mountains, and we're gonna follow it through. We're getting to camp now. We're working towards it. See you when you get there. So, end of day 8. It was a good day. We ran the Arsenal Rapid, which we've gotten a lot of stories from locals about, claiming it to be scary, dangerous, all sorts of things. Wasn't that bad overall. Made it here to New River Junction, Virginia, and it's a pretty cool little area. We got picked up by people and taken across Crater Lake Dam. I mean, yeah, today was pretty awesome. It was overall a great day, and this trip is shaping up to be a good one. I'm kind of sad it's halfway over. So we're here in New River Junction. Trains came by all night last night. Didn't get super great sleep, but that's okay. We're gonna be getting on the water here in the next 30 minutes to an hour, and we got one class 3 right up at the start, Then we got a bunch of class 2s after that. So it looks like the river moves a little faster through here, which will be good for us making time. And then we're going to Narrows, Virginia tonight, which will be our last night in Virginia before we hit West Virginia. So we're nearly there, day 9. Let's go. Last full day in Virginia. We're cracking through these mountains right here. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning to be on the water. Those trains kept me up at least all night long. So the river has really started to pick up pace here, and we've been moving pretty quick towards Narrows, Virginia. We've been hitting a couple set of rapids, and the views are just amazing. We made it here to Narrows, Virginia. Night 9. Beautiful little town. Nice little camp area. Camp in Narrows, Virginia. Next stop, West Virginia. All right, day 10. We're going to West Virginia today. We got about 30 miles to paddle to get to Bluestone Lake, and then we will be in West Virginia at that point. Last night was an interesting night. We were camped here in Narrows, and there was some guy singing very loudly in the pit toilet, which is a weird place to be singing. So we called someone, and a cop came over and checked him out, and he was totally fine. He was just kind of weird and singing in the pit toilet. But otherwise, a good night, a beautiful morning, good day to be on the water. Right now we're heading right for the Narrows and Narrows Falls, class 3. We'll see what it looks like when we get there.
have no cover on our canoe. So after each big rapid comes a bailing party.
Okay. That looks pretty gnarly.
All right, so this is Shoemate Falls. We started to run it, and then we came up on a pretty significant drop, so we eddied out here, taking a look at it, and see what it's gonna look like before we run it. Go. Hi. AK. We're getting sucked in. What? What? Hi. Paddle 5. All right, we just made it into camp. GoPro died halfway through the day, so we missed parts of today. But more or less after the last couple rapids, we got on Bluestone Lake and paddled up to this campsite here, which has got to be one of the prettiest campsites we've seen. After a little bit of lake paddling, what else did we do today?
We saw our friends. We portaged a rapid.
Oh yeah, we did portage or line a rapid that we were unable to go down. Wiley Falls. We were unable to go down Wiley Falls because
It was too wily. Got him.
the whole falls was a ledge. Day 11, I think. Yep. Day 11, we're on Bluestone Lake. We got about 3 miles to paddle. And we got to portage a dam. Should have some exciting whitewater today. And we'll also get to see Sandstone Falls. So let's get to it. It's a foggy morning on Bluestone Lake.
Right now we're working on portaging around Bluestone Dam. Looks like it'll end up being about a little over a mile, depending on where we're able to get back onto the lake. Beautiful day here in West Virginia. Here we are getting around Bluestone Dam on the highway. Not ideal, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We're getting there. We're almost done. We're on our last leg, walking down to the river. And it's right here. A little scary. We did it. We still gotta get the stuff down to the boat, but we did it. There's Bluestone Dam portage. Lunchtime here in Hinton, West Virginia. It's been a slow day, but we're getting there. It was bound to happen eventually, and we found our limit on wave height. Yep. So now we pick up the yard sail and get back down the river. Woo. Now we got to get around Sandstone Falls. This is our last portage of the day, and hopefully the last portage of the trip. Got a train buzzing across the other side. It's a little late in the evening, but we're getting there. We'll get to camp eventually. Portaging around Sandstone Falls now. We're running up against the clock. It's about 5:30. We're rushing to try and get to camp. Just gonna line this quick set of rapids. It's really shallow, and then we'll be off. Late in the evening, I think we're both tired. We probably want to be in camp.
I'm so full of energy, what are you talking about?
But it's beautiful. It's still beautiful here in West Virginia. The river's speeding up for us, which is a huge help. But we are still racing the sun. And GoPro can't see anything.
I'm gonna try to drag this thing.
Because it's dark, but we made it into camp. All right, day 12. We didn't make as far as we wanted to last night, but we did get an amazing beachy campsite, which has been pretty nice. Today we're heading like 23-ish miles, I think, down the river to our next camp. And that will be our last camp of the trip. So it's gonna be a busy day, lots of little whitewater in between us and that camp, so it ought to be fun. It wouldn't be a canoe trip without at least one canoe malfunction.
it was the yoke this morning. Turns out this piece is pretty rotted out and it came off. However, there's a washer under there, and the washer was big enough to kind of hold it together. So we'll take some pliers, tighten it back up, and we're good to go at least the rest of the trip. This secondary yoke will need to be replaced, but otherwise it's good to go. The bolt finally rotted all the way out, and we've turned to tying the yoke on, which I think we have the rigging, so that'll all hold, but not ideal. Down the river we go. That rapid got us.
Swimming.
Alright, so we're coming down Silo Rapids. We see a pinned raft. We decided to help out. Turns out it was U.S. Park Service.
It was not only the U.S. Park Service, it's the U.S. Park Service Rescue Squad. The River Rescue Squad.
So they had all the gear they needed. We just had to pull on the rope. But kind of fun little adventure.
They knew two of the guys who camped with Jared and Dustin.
Day 13. Been a slow morning. Made a little fire. Made eggs, bannock, and spam for breakfast. Everything's sprawled out and drying. Yeah. Day 14, last full day on the river.
Full 8 miles.
8 miles, pretty short day compared to everything else. We're paddling through Thurman today, a couple sets of rapids, a little bit of flat water, and then we'll be at camp.
All right, Surprise Rapids, Class 3. Nice view. Are you ready? Yeah. Bill. I think we can flip around here.